Hi, my name is Joseph Dicola. I was born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska, which is right in the middle of the United States. I have two older brothers, a little dog named Bubbles, and a nephew named Jackson. I moved out to Los Angeles 2 years ago, and the reason why I moved out here was because I'm a screenwriter. I've been writing movies ever since I was 11 years old. Um, First thing I ever wrote, which was the first thing I ever wrote outside of school, was a screenplay called Dino Crisis. I'll get into that in a second. um, Basically, I've always been a huge fan of movies ever since I was probably 5 years old. When I knew like the basic construction of what a story is. Um, and I always thought it was magic. I always considered films magic in some way, shape, or form. And I'd always wondered, like, what goes on behind the scenes, you know? How do you create that magic? And I always would look at the back of DVD covers and I would see if they had any special features on the making of, and usually a lot of them did, so I began watching those and became even more intrigued with filmmaking. I watched them over and over again, studied what the filmmakers did, and how they accomplished the scenes that we saw in the movie, basically. And then it wasn't until I was 11 when I saw a video by a filmmaker named Spike Lee who said, if you ever want to become a filmmaker, the first thing you need to do is you need to learn how to write. And I looked at other filmmakers and they said the same thing. So I just wanted to direct. I just wanted to direct action movies when I was an 11-year-old kid, you know, because that's really all you care about when you're 11. Um, so I started writing, and it was terrible. And that was my first screenplay, which was Dino Crisis. That's what I called it. It was about dinosaurs attacking Washington, D.C. And it brings a smile to my face every time because it's such a ridiculous story. I just reread it a few days ago, and it was bad. And I was kind of embarrassed of myself. But after I was done reading it, I just remembered everything from my childhood and how far I have come. You know, I was just this 11-year-old kid in my basement in Omaha, Nebraska, dreaming about one day maybe coming out to LA to write movies for a living. And now I'm here. And I felt like a great sense of pride from that. But anyway, after I was done writing Dino Crisis, so silly, I started writing more and more and more screenplays, and just practiced and practiced and practiced. And you know, I just think, you know, I think I've gotten better. I'm not exactly sure. It still could be garbage. I could look back 4 years from now and say that it was complete garbage, but I think I'll still be proud of it in the long run. Um, my parents were very supportive of me as a kid. They were very supportive of my dream. And yeah, I'm here and I'm gonna stay here. And I really, really hope that one day someone could look at my screenplay and say that we want to sell it. That's basically all I want. I want people to love the material that I write, and I want people to also be inspired by it. So that's basically what I want, what my goals are, who I want to be, and you know, a little bit of my background story. So essentially, I'm just a kid from Omaha, Nebraska with a huge dream, and hopefully I get to live it. And I'm going to keep writing and keep pursuing that dream. Thank you for your time. Take care.